Welcome to the Haven Exchange Podcast number 20, bringing you, the listeners, a brand new topic or question or debate and even thought experiments each and every week. This week's episode, we have a very fun and imaginative one where we all discuss what each of us would do if the world was ending in a week and explore the different things we would be doing leading up to the destruction of everything. And there's even a little twist on the topic about halfway through, so be sure to keep your ears open for what's about to happen there. And you might be a little surprised at some of the things that we come up with. But first, head on over to patreon.com/Haven Exchange to subscribe and support the show. If you didn't know, Patreon members directly support the show from the many tier options available, and with each subscription offers a different set of perks and bonuses. Things like discounts on Haven Exchange merch, voting options on what we are recording next, shout outs on the show, all kinds of things. So head on over there, patreon.com/Haven Exchange, and become a member today. Also, did you miss last week's episode? Remember to subscribe, like, and follow us on all Gamers Haven Network social channels to stay up to date on the release of new episodes and sneak peeks on upcoming episodes. Now, here is what you might have missed last week. To boil it down, are people more likely to leave a positive review from the public standpoint on digital media like video games and movies?
RC, I'll let you take that one.
I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
Well, you, RC, I know you write a lot of reviews just for because you can explain why you do that, because we talked about this a little bit before, and I think your reasoning behind it was worth mentioning.
Yeah. So with me, when I usually write reviews, they're usually about products. I may have written a few reviews on video games. And usually on those, it would be a negative review if I had to sit there and express my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but most of the time, it's mainly about products. And it's mainly about products for me to ensure that the company knows how I felt about it and make sure that it doesn't happen to anybody else, because I usually maybe had like a negative reaction with it.
So what you're saying is you're a hero for the people.
Right. That's
I contribute to society somehow in other ways.
Well said.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Tune in each and every Wednesday to the Haven Exchange podcast featuring a brand new topic. You can always receive episodes a few days early by checking and pledging on our Patreon at patreon.com/Haven Exchange. You never know what we may talk about next.
Alrighty, it's doomsday time. Countdown initiated in 3, 2, 1.
This is the Haven Exchange.
Is that just my ears?
I think it's everybody. If you have the phone on speakerphone, it's almost like the speaker distorts the words a little bit. Not too much. But like those are the first ones. The second ones are absolutely the people who go to McDonald's drive-through and then acts like the menu's not the same it's been for 30 years. And like the McDonald's menu has not changed ever in about 40 years. Like, I don't know what I want. Like, come on.
Dude, I kind of do that though.
Of course you do. Of course you
do that.
You go to McDonald's and be like, you know what? I wonder if the McChicken is any different than it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't try just one. I don't have the same item every time I go there. I like to mix it up a little bit. So
That's
it's like,
cool.
What am I feeling right now? Do I want some nuggets? Do I want a burger? Do I want chicken? Do I want fish?
That's cool. However, I would believe you if the menu wasn't the exact fucking same menu the last 30 times you looked at it. So what I'm getting at is, think about it on your way to McDonald's. Don't think about it in front of the menu. Like,
have that shit figured out by the time I get there.
Yeah. The menu's the same. So think about it as soon as you get in your car. Do I want to try this or this? I get it. There could be like a McRib could come back, or the Shamrock Shake or some shit could randomly show up, but it shouldn't take you that long. Okay. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Like, ooh, I don't know. Do I want this? You know what? Neutered.
He's so mad at society.
Dude,
He's so mad.
This is not a game, okay? If I had absolute power, there are quite a few people that would be they would absolutely be rounded up.
Yeah.
For sure. I won't say what's going to happen when they get rounded up, but yeah, no, you shouldn't have rights.
Wow. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Haven Exchange podcast. Spotify's leading 48th most entertaining podcast ever to grace the interwebs. I'm your host, Genesis, and Dictator Willie over here. Say what's up to the people, guys.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Yeah, what it do?
And Dudley Do Rar C. I'm still trying to figure out a funny pun in the way you labeled yourself today.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, are you do wrong or you do right?
Yeah, depending on my mood.
And if you want to be wrong, don't you want to be right?
Yeah. I'm kind of mad that you know that, but I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Okay, leave it alone.
Yeah.
How you guys feeling today?
Not bad. Thinking about doing the Chris Benoit thing in the house. But
I'll go that far.
Like, how hard is it to not yell and scream for an hour?
For just an hour, right? Yeah.
It's not like I'm asking you to split the atom or anything like that. Like, just shut your mouth for an hour. Not even shut your mouth. Just close your door. You don't have to yell.
Dictator over here is he's feisty today.
Dude, I am on
your vaccine.
No, I did not get it yet, but I am on 100. And yeah. Thank God we have checks and balances to not let me become, or I have absolute power.
Yeah, that does not need to happen at all.
No. They're gonna come back to this episode like 20 years if I decide to run for any sort of office and be like,
they should have known. This is the part in the life where like future us comes back in time with our time machines to murder young Rick before the power gets out of control.
Exactly. Hey, DSP, leave this in. No, I was gonna say take it out, but then nah. This will remind me 20 years from now to keep that same energy when I become president.
I know. Usually RC's the feisty one. We got ourselves a feisty Rick today.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Also, I've been dealing with a insane amount of tooth pain the last week, and I think it's just kind of made my mood a little shitty. Okay. So that might have something to do with it.
Hey, we got Clint Eastwood Rick tonight. Okay. From Gran Torino.
Go ahead.
Yeah, same personality.
I was about to say something real foul. Please, RC, how are you doing?
Oh yeah, just put
the hand off
over to me, right? Yeah. Well, as for me, everything's aight. Yeah, it's good. Enjoying the weather, and yeah, that's about it, man. Yeah, just I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, but life's life.
Yep. Gotta work to live to work. We're all just ants. What is the greatest animated film, by the way?
It's A Bug's Life. It's A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is better than Ants.
That's bullshit. No, that's just wrong.
But it's not, though.
It's probably just your bad toothache that's giving you some sort of septic brain.
Nah.
Right now?
Nah. Bug's Life had real heart. Ants was just a bunch of. See, there we go. I almost said some foul shit again. Do I? I don't. You know what?
We'll leave that for the future topic of discussion on the next week's upcoming weeks of Haven Exchange.
That's definitely an upcoming topic.
I did see that on there because there was a point during, and I should just wait to talk about this, but there was a point where we did have a lot of similar movies that were coming out back to back. So that'll be fun to review that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But on today's episode, and I'm actually interested now because I had an idea what we're going to talk about today. And with Feisty Rick in play, I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to change and shift moods and answers to what we're going to be talking about today.
So what is the topic for today?
What are we talking about today? We're going to be talking a little bit about the last day on Earth. The last day on Earth of this world.
All right.
And we'll see how that sort of evolves as the episode goes on. But the main question I want to ask to you guys is going to be, on X date, something bad is going to happen to the planet and destroy all of humanity. So let's say we'll give you a week, actually. What do you do for your last week on Earth, knowing it's all going to be done for? Whoever wants to take that first.
Okay, let me go ahead and go first on that.
Think about it.
Yeah. Ooh, man. I mean, you kind of put a lot on me at this point, man. Man.
I guess as you think about it, what do you think the people around you are going to be doing? Do you think it's going to be like the movies?
I think there is going to be chaos.
Oh,
yeah. I think it's going to be mass chaos and a lot of people panicking. Don't know what to do.
Let's assume Bruce Willis can't save us.
Okay, right.
Or the government or anybody.
At that point, I guess one of the things I'll probably be doing is reaching out to people and letting them know how I felt about them.
Okay. Good and bad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In my lifetime. And, that's going for like maybe current girlfriend and ex-girlfriends and close friends,
What do you think? Are you telling people the bad things to clear your conscience? Is that the motivation behind that? Or because you're just ruining them on their last week of Earth, right?
I mean, hey, they got to know the truth. Man, honestly, just to get some shit off my chest, man, I just want to share some stuff, man, that probably bothered me that I just got buried.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I just kind of want to just let it go. And they got something to say about me or have some certain feelings, let me know too. I'm pretty sure they'll feel better afterwards themselves. So, I mean, like I said, that's at least one thing I can see myself doing.
Is that a long list, you think? Does that take up like a day out of that last week?
Dude, man, oh shit!
He's got a lot of gripes. He's calling us the Burger King CEO.
Hey!
The Burger King CEO.
Don't keep breaking them up.
Hey,
man, you know what though, man? I don't think so. I will say maybe half a day, probably. I mean, and depending on how I reach out to them too, I think most would be over social media if the internet's still going around that time. But and then maybe some people face to face because they're around the corner, Yeah. At this point, I can't think of nothing else but maybe getting a hold of my pistol and just surviving till we all die, some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just trying to live the apocalypse before the apocalypse occurs.
Yeah, I could see now. So when I first heard about this topic, for some reason I went the other way with it. I went the way of I'm the last man on Earth. Like everyone dies except me.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. You're jumping ahead a little bit. We're gonna get to that. We want to know what happens before.
So if it's obviously something's going on and I have a week before everything is gone, instantly my first thought is to obviously protect my family, right? Do what I got to do to make sure my family, if there's any chance of me being able to protect them for the week, I'm going for it. If not, or if any other decision that I can make, then I know for sure that I think I'm kind of tiptoeing around what I'm going to say. There are a few things that I think I'm going to do. All I can think of are the people that have done me wrong and how I'm going to end their week a little earlier.
Oh, geez.
Jeez.
Dude, there aren't that many people. Let me start off by saying there's one person in particular, and I won't say his name, but there's one person in particular that I can't stand the fucking guy.
Wait a minute, is this the point where he gets too much power and starts like taking out motherfuckers that talk on speakerphone and can't decide at McDonald's?
No. Nothing like that. This is one. Go ahead, RC.
No, I'm about to say nah. I was just speaking with Jensen at this point, man. Like, nah, this ain't the point.
This ain't the point?
Okay. No, because I mean, that's what my mind went to at first, right? But then now, I'm probably not going to do that because even though I cannot stand a lot of people, I don't see myself being like a killer or anything like that.
Good. We can all rest easy at night.
Yeah, I'm joking for the most part.
RC, add them back to your list of people you're going to air your grievances with.
Keep talking.
I think
keep talking.
Now, let me ask you this. So that I have a week to live. Do I know at this point that I'm the only one that survives, or do I not know that?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm going with the assumption that I'm gone with everyone else.
Yeah, he totally ruined my whole segue that's going to come at the midway point. This motherfucker, I swear to God.
When you ask questions, you got to ask questions, dog, you know? you got to ask all the tough questions.
I love your inquisitive nature, but
yeah. You got to
this motherfucker, I swear to God. No, you do not know that you will survive this. And in fact, in this scenario, you won't survive this because this is a universe where you will die at the destruction of humanity.
Okay. Then if I know I'm going to die, then the main thing would be just spending as much time as I can with my kids.
Okay.
That would be the number one.
But is that like staying at home and doing whatever you do at home, play board games or some shit? Or
I think that is what it'll entail because, of course, I don't know if this is just me being a bad person or thinking badly, but my first thought is if everyone knows that the world is ending in a week, the most evil people on this planet are not going to be afraid anymore to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just thinking about the people with the children people that we call them,
the baby people.
Yeah, the baby people. Yeah. Just thinking about those psychos going out, living whatever fantasies they have.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to risk. I wouldn't want my children to have their last week being a horrific event for them.
Yeah, but wouldn't you also want to try to give them new experiences as well?
Yeah, but what new experiences could I do with them? Like, I can't take them to a carnival because there's no one that'll be operating the thing. Because everyone else, people are gonna be like, "I'm not working the last week on Earth,"
Hey, you saw Titanic. That band went down with the boat playing. So there's gonna be some dedicated people out there that are running the carnival.
You think some carny is gonna be like, "Here, come on, kids, hop on."
What else has he got? Maybe that's the thing he wants to do. He wants to go out living his best life, which is all he knows is running that carnival ride for Rick and his family.
Now, let me ask you one more question.
But also said new experiences. Have you not taken your kids to a carnival?
I mean, they have, but what if that? I'm saying, what if that's what they want to do? That was just an example. But my question though is, how do we die? Because that could also dictate what we do. Will
that change your answers?
I mean, it might. Like if it's like if we're all gonna just combust, right? I don't want to be. I don't want to be near some place where I don't want to blow up.
Does it matter?
I mean, yeah, dude.
There's so many jokes I could say right now about that.
I mean, but that pain, you know what I mean? Like, if it's just something like I'm just standing there and all of a sudden I just blink and then that's it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That, like, if that happens, cool. But like, is it like, are they gonna do it based on age? like 10-year-olds go first, then 20-year-olds, and 30. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be driving and then I go and then my kids are alive for 10 more minutes or some shit.
Let's say it's not going to be that. In my head, the way I was thinking, it would be some unforeseen scientific mumbo jumbo that causes the planet to just implode, basically taking out everybody all at once.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, so we all go at once.
We all go at once.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I would do whatever I could to just spend as much time with my girls as possible.
spend as much time. That's, I think more people would actually be doing that than we assume. Yeah. For constant chaos. And if there's some semblance of hope that we would survive, I think then you may see more things in the apocalyptic nature with looters and savages just running around murdering folks, just letting their bad selves out.
Right.
I think if there was hope and they know that there's going to be a tomorrow, then we might see more of that. But although we might see that leading up to the last final day, that final day might be calm where everybody is, all right, well, fuck, I got the bad shit out. let's just chill a little bit. So our C is he needs to get stuff off his chest. He's using it as a forced therapy, I guess, if you will. To talk to people. And I'm assuming you're probably going to try to spend some time with loved ones as well. I think that's understood. And then Rick is obviously only doing that. I think he's being a little selfish, not gonna lie, about just spending time with his kids. Like, I would think if I had kids, and I'm not saying you're a bad father or anything like that, only insinuating it, but I would be like, hey, let's go, like, have you ever, like, hopscotched before? Some just shit like that. To like, here, have you ever done this?
Well, spending time with kids isn't that okay? So I guess I should elaborate more on that. Spending time with kids that didn't necessarily mean just sit on the couch and have
hugging each other. That's the way I was like picturing it in my mind.
No. I meant just like kind of see what it is that they want to do. That's something that they could. Now, on one hand, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I would tell them that we only have a week left.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought too. I hadn't thought about asking that question.
Yeah, I don't know if I would even tell them. It would just be kind of like, hey, it's just a super fantastical week or something like that, and then next thing you know, they're asleep or whatever.
Like, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, it's rough. But
now, isn't one of your daughters pretty good with using the computer and looking up stuff up on the internet?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she has an iPad. She has friends that she talks to daily on that thing. Yeah. So for that particular week, but again,
no electronics,
right,
no electronics. But then again, I feel like I don't know, dude. If the world knows they only have a week, I don't think anything is going to work like that. Like, there's not. I don't think there's going to be. I don't know exactly how the internet works, but I don't think there's going to be people that are maintaining servers.
I said the same thing earlier. Yeah. I'll think like at the beginning, and then like maybe the next day, shit to stop working. You know what I'm saying?
Like I like you're going to be able to drive your car and stuff like that, but are there going to be any attendants to pay to
or any gas left, or any gas left in the underground tanks and everything?
That's right. Like, I don't know if there's going to be people that are going to be able to assist. I mean, obviously, yeah, you could just press some buttons on the computer and activate the pump yourself.
Yeah,
but I mean, you're talking about the entire world.
Yeah,
like the town that I live in, there's a couple 100,000 people that live in this city, and I don't think there's going to be enough gas to go around for everybody.
Yeah, plus, and I forget. I think like gas expires really fast. I could be wrong on this, but I swear I read something like when you see some of these post-apocalyptic movies where they're still driving in cars and being able to like scavenge gas around. I think it's only like 1 or 2 years. Like, gas is actually volatile enough to do what it needs to do. I can't remember, but there is a time, and I wish I would have looked this up too, for how long things could run autonomously before requiring like human intervention or human to sort of run. And obviously certain things would fall down, but there was like this documentary or something I watched where there is a time before like everything would go completely dark and black without having or the need for somebody to be there to sort of run things.
Right.
But I forget what that time is. So I think we'll just say in this instance, that week, things could run on its own. I mean, not a carnival ride, but
but just a majority of things.
Yeah, like I figured the internet would still work, power would still work for a little bit. You figure backup generators would keep things going in power plants, and I have to imagine there's redundancy that would keep things up for at least a week.
Mm-hmm.
And you think most post-apocalyptic movies, something is either attacking us or something is fucking with the poles, the switching of the poles, or magnetic things in the space ionospheres and all that bullshit that is used as an excuse to take down the grid.
Mm-hmm.
But if like, boom, this thing is just going to happen instantly on this end of this week, you still would have all that stuff. So you would do as much as you could to shelter them away from any information of learning about this impending doom, right?
Yeah, I would. Personally.
Yeah, okay.
I think myself, obviously there's some time to be spent with loved ones and all that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like things that I would try to go do real quick before like I knew I was going to die, like face some sort of fear or try something or try to maybe eat some foods I never tried before, just try to get all these new experiences before I took off. Cause you also have to think come into play, like, what do you think is going to happen to you after you are dead, if you believe in religion, heaven, and all that stuff.
Right.
Which I'm guessing is part of RC's penance because he wants to go to heaven. So he's going to get all that shit off his chest. He's calling up, say, like, man, this one time I stole $10 from you and shit in the back tank of your toilet. I'm sorry, bro.
One time at band camp.
One time at band camp?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Don't want to, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I meant to take it back that far. I don't know.
We'll save that for the Curious Case of RC episode. So I do have an article here that does list out 10 things you should do if it was your last day on Earth. So we'll speed up a little bit there.
Okay.
And kind of review some of these and see what you think if you would do some of this. And number one is spend time with friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got that covered. Number two, RC.
Okay.
Say what you've been too scared to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That is on the top 10 things you should do if it was your last day. I would be really, I don't know. Like I said earlier, though, I might ruin somebody's like last day if I told them some shit that I was too scared to say.
Nah, I mean, it's not going to matter because we're all going to be dead. So
that's true. But does that negate any positive things you were trying to do to get to heaven?
Maybe.
He goes to the gate like, yo, you just ruined 100 people's last days on Earth. Sorry, sir, you're gonna go down to hell now.
What? Come on.
But there are things like telling somebody that maybe you had a crush on them, RC. Would that be in the cards as well?
Possibility. Or I probably would have told him you would have been more attractive if you didn't do this and that and all that stuff, sudden shit. I mean, just let it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I mean, just tell the fucking truth. I feel like things would have been better if this would have happened instead of this happening, and all that type of shit. So I mean, yeah,
it could be freeing, absolutely, to just pure, unfiltered honesty. Having a day like that, imagine how cleansing that could feel.
Tremendously.
Now the
blissful, probably.
Blissful, yeah, absolutely. I could see that. Number 3, I don't really know, but this kind of could be fun. It says, pet all the animals you can.
Look, man, I ain't petting no damn rattlesnake. I don't know what the fuck that article thought, man, but shit,
right?
That ain't for me.
Who's the dumbass that's gonna die before their last day on Earth, where everybody dies?
I ain't doing that, man.
Rattlesnake.
Nah, I'm good.
Like, bro, you had one more day to wait.
I'll put my hand in that damn gorilla cage and shit. Like, no, you stupid. No, I'm not doing that.
I want to dap with a fucking gorilla, man.
All right.
I don't know, Rick. Are you petting animals?
In my last days, or
that's already a no. That's already a no. Yeah. He ain't fucking with them animals.
Yeah, like him questioning it already. Yeah.
No, my blackness will not allow. Well, now hold on. It depends on what animals we're talking about. Okay. I mean,
it's pet all the animals you can is what it says.
Oh, I guess all the animals you can. Yeah. See, I don't think my blackness will allow me to answer that because I feel like. What's an animal? Like what animal? I guess what I'm getting.
It's not that hard, Rick.
No.
It's not that hard. What do you mean? What is an animal?
Wait, the reason why I'm thinking about this is because I literally live. I'm maybe a mile, 2 miles away from
Brookfield Zoo, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing about those animals is, I don't know if I told you guys this, but you can literally hear the lions roaring sometimes.
No shit.
2, 3 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's scary as shit. What do you mean?
My whiteness is coming out.
Yeah. Like, oh, we'll check that out. That sounds
I'll go
like
investigate that noise.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
I've always wanted to stick my head in a lion's mouth before I died. I'll go over there and do it.
Man, this ain't Looney Tunes, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I watched some video of this asshole. They were doing a gender reveal party, and they were going to basically put a watermelon, I think, in an alligator's mouth. When the alligator bit it, that's what would explode the color.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this white man, like he's like touching the top of its mouth and like putting his head in his mouth. This is what natural selection is all about. Okay.
Fucking choices. you chose to.
There
Wow.
are some situations where it's like, look, I don't want anybody to die. Okay, let me start off by saying that. I want everyone to live.
He says that a lot, at least once an episode.
I want everyone to live a healthy and happy life. However, you put your fucking head in an alligator's mouth, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
I don't know what you expect to happen when that thing decides to play wet. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. But
it goes back to Rick's famous saying, right? Like, you have the freedom to do that, but not the freedom of consequence.
yeah, you can do whatever you want, but
I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how do you change the inside color of a watermelon, though?
You know what? The only thing I can think of is maybe there's a hole in, like maybe someone drilled a hole and like put like a pack of something inside it and then sealed it back up. I mean,
pack
maybe
of something so like it would explode a confetti of color.
Maybe. I mean, that's what
this is already too elaborate.
Yeah, on the video, when it bit into it, it was like blue smoke that kind of went everywhere.
Oh, so and then it pisses the alligator off,
right? No one thought about this. Like, what if that blue is like a triggering color for that thing? You know,
right?
You know, and then, or what if it equates blue to like missing legs on people or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what that's gonna do,
right?
So you don't do that,
yeah,
or do it make sure it's locked up somewhere and it can't get out before you do that. Don't be. I mean, it's like 15 people surrounding this fucking dinosaur, like it's no big deal.
I think there's 300 different ways you could handle a gender reveal party than this example.
Exactly. What's so wrong with cutting into a cake that it has blue inside? You know, like why do we have to go extreme with a gender reveal party? What about the balloons? You know, like something.
And I want to eat that watermelon too. Like, you're ruining a perfectly good watermelon.
Watermelon is low key kind of. It's not it's just not as great as I think everyone makes it out to be.
You are Jesus. Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
It's not that great.
It's one of the best fruits.
Yes.
I mean, is it though?
Yes.
Is it a fruit?
It's fruit.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it is a fruit, but is it one of the best though? Like,
yeah. What's better?
Fruit wise?
Yeah.
I mean,
Rick likes strawberries.
Strawberries?
Strawberries.
Yeah. He likes strawberries.
I thought he was going to say like scrubberry or something.
So scrub? No.
No,
You say scrubberries. I say scraw.
Like bananas, strawberries, mango, peaches, plums, grape. I can think of at least 10 that are better than watermelon.
You are mistaken, sir.
At least
you are mistaken.
For you, I will take kiwi over strawberry.
Kiwi over strawberry? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, over watermelon. I meant watermelon.
Oh no.
Okay. Now you're tripping.
Mango, a pineapple.
You know how hard it is to eat a mango?
We're not talking about how hard it is. Okay, we're talking about.
But that plays a role into it.
No, it doesn't.
How easily can I just chomp down a giant piece of watermelon? Like, you get all that. Like, it's a lot too.
Yeah, but then you gotta be careful with it. It's sticky after a while. You cut it in half and you got the watermelon juice all over your hands.
It's part of the experience. Have a little fun in your last days in life.
You know what's so funny? This whole time, we're talking about fruit based off a gender reveal party that Richard shared with us.
I know, right? Yeah. God, he's so good at spiraling us.
Mm-hmm.
My fault. Yeah.
So are you going to the goddamn zoo or not?
No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to spend my last week on Earth dealing with some animals that want to rip my face off if given the opportunity. No, if it's a dog, I get. Even then, even certain dogs, no.
There's cuddly animals at a zoo, though.
Look, man.
Like a koala bear, maybe?
Yeah, cuddly animals that want to cuddle.
A sloth? You want to hug a sloth before you go?
No. So those things creep me out, man.
You got fucking ferrets. Those are like one of the creepiest animals.
I don't have a ferret. The children have a ferret. So, and I talk about that ferret all the time. The ferret, it's an elastic rat. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it's kind of growing on me though, man.
Stretch arm rode it.
Yeah, stretch arm rode it. That's funny. It's growing on me though, man. I kind of like him.
Yeah, I want to see pictures. You still haven't shown us pictures of him.
Yeah, they named him Bandit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he's got the like raccoon eye bandit thing.
Yeah, little raccoon eye.
They look like twins.
What? Who?
You and the ferret.
Me?
Yeah. Remember you talked about your raccoon eyes?
Might have been a little racist there.
You said it, not me.
Oh
wait, that doesn't really help my case.
No, it doesn't help your case. I feel like there might have been some
number 4.
Jen, remember, it's 2021, not 1921. Okay, you gotta be careful. There's certain things you can't say anymore.
Yeah, moving right along. Number 4, eat as much of your favorite food as you like.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You housing down some of your favorite treats.
Yeah, I'm eating as many
Fig Newtons.
Twinkies and Flamin' Hots and just everything. I'm eating everything that I possibly could.
I promise you, supermodels are gonna be the number one people doing that shit.
Yeah,
I promise you that.
That's a good point.
Yes,
an entire thing of key lime pie, dude.
I know RC's going for that big sub sandwich he always goes to once a month for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be one of them. I'll probably have 3 of them on standby.
He's selling out the joint.
I can picture RC right now, last days on Earth, sitting outside of Burger King. Why aren't you open?
I ain't going that far, man. Look, them motherfuckers closed. They closed. I'm not dealing with that. I got other places to go.
No, he's got a stool at the front door of Burger King with a rotary phone next to it, his big Subway sandwich, one hand pounding on the Burger King door and the other hand calling up all the people he's got to air grievances to while eating his sandwich.
Multitasking. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that.
You got to be efficient in your last week on Earth.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know about this one.
Okay.
This one probably doesn't fit. Maybe this isn't framed right for our particular, but number 5 here, if it was your last day on Earth, register to become an organ and tissue donor. I don't know if that works. Yeah.
Oh, I felt like whoever made this list ran out of fucking ideas.
I think this is assuming that everybody else is still living. That's probably what this is framed around, actually. Now that I see the next one. But forgive and apologize. I think that kind of goes along with some of the earlier points we talked about. Oh, yeah, RC, would you make that a point of your calls that you'd be making to forgive?
You know what, man? You put me on the spotlight, man. I don't like that. Yeah, sure.
Are you just saying that?
Sure. No, I mean, nah, because like, who needs to carry around that type of emotional or whatever type of baggage that could be, I mean, especially towards the end like that. Yeah. So, I mean, just willing to forgive, but never forget.
I like that.
Yeah.
Number 8, do something exhilarating.
See, that to me, that sounds like go play with animals at the fucking.
Still more.
I feel like you did that option.
Yeah, but what about like taking your car on the highway and going like 100 or things like that?
Yeah, now.
I mean, but there's less consequence if you do it then in that point.
That's true. That's true. But then again, no, I feel like in a lot of cases, I feel like cops are absolutely those assholes to keep doing their jobs the last week on Earth.
They would still be patrolling, yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, do you know how fast you were going?
Yeah, but you'll get a ticket, then oh well.
No, but then I also have the very real my blackness doesn't disappear because the world's ending, you know.
Oh no.
So you know, I'm saying now, like for me, an example of something extreme or just, you know, exotic thing to do. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm going to go to see something in Chicago, maybe that I haven't seen before, or something like go up on top of the Sears Tower or some shit like that.
Okay.
I'm incredibly afraid of heights, so I might do something like that I normally wouldn't do.
Like skydive or bungee jump?
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, interesting. The things that are more likely to kill you before the last day on Earth than petting a fucking koala bear or sloth. But you know, this is your last week, buddy. You do what you got to do.
Right. You know, hey, look,
but that kind of leads into number 9, which is do what you fear most, or with a question mark, would you do what you fear most? Some of the things like you said, you're afraid of heights. So maybe facing some of those fears before your last days to see if you can do that kind of thing. If you're capable of it.
I have a fear over heights as well, man. I know they got this certain ride at the Sears Tower. I'm not going to call it the Willis Tower. You already know why. So at the Sears Tower, I think on top I think the very top of the building where like you get to the side of the glass and it like tilts over.
Yeah.
You know, get like I probably would like to go on that during my last week.
I did that before. It is? Yeah. It's scary. And I have a fear of heights too. It's not intense, but it's still there.
And maybe skydiving as well. I can't think of anything more extreme. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I can think that's extreme is I think this is one thing where I forgot what program it was, man, but you get on this airplane and they actually go high enough to where you're floating.
Oh, the zero gravity rides. Yeah. Oh, that would be fun.
I think they like dip up and down at least like 3 times and then take it back down. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how much that costs to do. Now I want to look that up to see because I would totally do that. That looks like so much fun.
Yeah, I think I saw a group of people doing this before their wedding as well, which I thought was crazy. But I mean, hey, it's something different. So
something different, you know, like alligator gender reveal parties.
What will they come up with next?
And then the 10th one would be go somewhere you've always wanted to go. So would you try to travel in the last week at all? It's a lot to fit in 1 week.
Yeah, it is. I would love to. Let's see. Yeah, like all the places I want to go are outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one place would be Cancun, Mexico, because I've never been there yet. Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
Somewhere in Europe, maybe Amsterdam.
Yeah, I think you could plan it out to where you could spend at least a little time in all those places. You'd have to be really efficient with your travel schedule.
Yeah, and then, of course, are people still flying airplanes during this time, too?
Right. Assuming they are. We'll just say that for the ease of your travel stories.
Right. Oh, man, yeah, it'll be a ton of places, man, but those are the top, 3 I can think of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those would be fun. So now, knowing all that, you guys got to make sure you do some of those things before you actually die.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Yes, absolutely.
Life, and you got to save money and spend it properly and save it. Oh, man. Shit.
It's free to forgive, though.
You know what, man? Okay. All right. That's strike 1. All right, man. Keep playing with me.
Before we switch gears a little bit, I want to ask one last question in this scenario, and it's the final hour. Where are you posting up for the final countdown?
Well, going to Bora Bora.
Solo or with your family?
So I would go with the family.
Do you even know where Bora Bora is? Or is it just a funny name that you think is
I'm
a good place to go?
Answer. Go fuck yourself. Just because you're really on a roll with this. I'm not gonna say, again, 2021, man. Not 1921.
That ain't got nothing to do with race. I just know you're a dumb bitch sometimes.
Because I feel like you know what this guy.
Okay. So he goes to Bora Bora, but he's gonna learn where it is first, obviously in the early part of that week.
Yeah, I'm gonna research it right before.
He doesn't know if it's a plane ride, a boat ride.
No,
if it's down the street.
I do know. I went to a pretty.
You let the man speak.
I mean, I went to a pretty good high school. I mean, I have a little bit of knowledge of.
Didn't we go to the same high school? I think.
No, we did not.
Oh, okay.
See,
my high school was trash because I wouldn't know where the fuck Bora Bora is. And if I don't know it, I'm like, this motherfucker better not know it.
I better not know it. I mean, now I will give you this. Okay, it's definitely not a high school thing because I only just learned where Bora Bora was 6 months ago. So it's definitely not the high school didn't teach that shit. And it wasn't even. It was a Little Dirk song called Bora Bora, and I was like, you know what?
That sounds like that. Forgot to look it up.
Yeah, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. RC, where are you going though?
No, honestly, if my mother is still alive during this time, I'll probably spend with her.
Just at her house?
Yeah, back in my childhood home. So
that's what I was kind of thinking too. I was leaning towards like childhood home myself.
Mm-hmm.
That feels comfortable,
Yeah.
I think that's where I would go. Yeah, I would like try to find like some sort of scenic area, like a mountainside or like a cliff peak looking over as much as the world I could see in one like panning of my eyes. But yeah, I think I'm glad you said that because I think trying to get my family all together to one like childhood home place. Like even like the Matson house probably because that's it's got the most memories. So
yeah.
I don't know, maybe bringing everybody there. We'll have one last party in the basement.
Yeah, man, good times.
We'll draw on the wall somewhere.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so now to flip it up, even though Rick already ruined the switcheroo, let's say this moment comes, everything blows up. Well, that might skew some of the answers. So let's say the unforeseeable science thing happens, but it just kills every human person on the planet except yourself. So nothing blows up. Everybody just drops dead. Now, what are some things you do as the last living person on the planet? And animals will still be alive too, in case you wanted to go pet that lion now.
Yeah, Rick, I think you should go first on this one.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog. If I'm the last person on Earth, I think for me, first of all, I would find a place to kind of hold the fort down. Maybe not like the biggest house I can find, but like like a decent sized little house. Chill out there. I don't have to worry about poachers or assholes stealing stuff from the convenience stores or grocery stores nearby. Plus, a lot of that shit's probably hoarded in other people's houses. So I would just be running through people's houses. I would just take everything.
Are you being like nosy while you're doing it too?
Oh, I'm reading diaries. I'm going through. I'm like, Amber, what a dumb bitch. She thought she was going to get back with Jake. Like some.
He's creating his own reality TV.
Yeah. And then the only thing that scares me about something like that though is there's there'd be more than likely no electricity.
Mm-hmm.
I would just, and then because I'm the only person alive, think of I would be fresh meat to every animal that's roaming around here.
Sure.
I mean,
especially you're right by the zoo. If they get out of them cages, you better get away.
Dude. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? There's also a real possibility that if I'm the last person on Earth, I might just end it all, man. like how, what am am I going to be able to repopulate the Earth? Probably not. If I'm the only person alive, I'm saying if there's a possibility that maybe someone else survived too.
Okay, sure. There would be. I would assume there would be some sort of question in the back of your mind that you could. But would that motivate you to try to find?
I give it a week. I give it a month.
Just a week.
I give it a month. Actually, a month. If I don't find another person, and I would actively travel and go to different places, but if I don't find anybody else after a month, then I'm gonna go out the cool way of just eating everything.
Experimenting.
Yeah. Just like, oh man, just destroy everything I come across.
Well, that's not very far from how you don't use food reviews at all to guide your eating. So.
Yeah, man. You just gotta take that chance, my guy.
He's eating berries that he doesn't fucking know. Sure. Wow, that's darker than I thought you would go with it. I thought you'd be like, dude, I'm going to like Poland to try the original copy of Witcher, or
because I wouldn't be able to play it. I mean, I would. There'd be no internet. I'm gonna look at the box for the rest of my life.
You could cherish it as an object, right?
Objects don't like. That's why my collection of things isn't like. It's not as big as like say yours or RC's because I only collect and purchase of things that I actually intend to play. Like there's nothing in my library of games that I wouldn't pick up and play right now. That's why it's also not that big either, because I'm not going to buy something just because it's a collector's item. I don't have attachments to things like that.
Okay. So more the experience.
Yeah. If I can use it, cool. If I can't, it has zero value to me.
But as you're traveling along trying to find another person, is there anything that you think like would you be roaming around naked?
That's a good question. I might roam around naked. But then again, no, because what if there's a chance I run into someone else and then our first interaction with each other is my dick is out. Like I don't know if that's. I don't know if I want to
set that first impression.
Yeah, and then what if I run into a guy and then he's like, "Hey, dude, why is your dick out? Like, what's
nice wiener," and you're like, "No."
Nah. Now, if it's a, and on the other side, what if I come across a female and she's looking at me like, hold on, what's about to happen? Why is your dick out?
Ew, look at that wiener. No!
What would be funny? Hey, we should develop a TV show where RC is the last man alive, and there's a female that he comes across, and that female like absolutely despises black people. No.
And the whole each episode he has to like train her on like not being racist.
Yeah. It's him doing the Daryl Davis thing, trying to convince her to not be a Nazi and all this stuff,
Oh,
and then the show eventually ends with him just being like, you know what, fuck it, like
eat some berries. Yeah. It can't be done.
Why y'all making my life so hard right now, man?
He's passing the buck.
Oh god!
Or what if Genesis is like one of 50 people alive, and because there's 49 other people alive, he's now the 50th most entertaining.
Oh. I mean, the berries.
Oh my god,
that was pretty clever, man.
Eat the berries.
Like Hunger Games.
Oh man, you gotta go for it, dog.
RC, uplift us a little bit, man. I know you got some things you're gonna do rather than just off yourself in the first week.
I would. Okay, well, here, let's start from the beginning. If I woke up, then like every human from I don't know, God know how far from me is like just dead or eradicated.
Yeah,
I will probably move to a more secure place. So if I can find a mansion that has like bulletproof windows and steel doors and shit, I'm moving there.
What are you scared from?
Animals or anything else I'm not aware of out there. Yeah.
I know you're going to be thinking like aliens did this shit.
or something in general, right?
Right.
So let's see. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll start stockpiling up, and then I'll rewatch if they got like a backup generator, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The show, The Colony.
Oh
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, that reality
I love
TV
that show.
Yeah, and learn how to purify water and like run electricity either off of a windmill or whatever else.
There you go.
Just to re-educate myself to keep things going, to have a normal life in this house a little bit because I don't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you like clean up bodies and stuff as you were like cleaning out your little humble abode in your mansion?
Yeah, I'll take them outside and burn them. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like far away from the property, but yeah, I don't know what else, man. Just at this point, just educate myself, man, till something happens. Till either I just die or I'll come across somebody else. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I just want to survive on my own. So I just want to build and educate myself, get a different mindset. Shit, that's all I can think of right now.
You don't want to like go like take a shit on like a Christopher Columbus statue or
I mean, then I have to think about fuel and wasting it to go enjoy things like that and shit. It's like, I don't know. You know?
You guys, use your imagination a little bit. You guys play too many survival games.
Well, look, man, like the last guy on Earth, at least that's what I think. I mean, yeah. If I knew I would run out of food and water and shit like that, I mean, probably up and leave and move somewhere else. And then if I'm closer to one of those certain type of trigger flags and statues and shit, then maybe I'll do something.
Those trigger flags and
yeah.
Like, you know what? I've always hated that, man. I'm gonna kick that statue.
These stars and bars will look good wiping my butthole.
Oh my goodness. I want the record to show, okay? You all give me shit for constantly talking about Witcher and Metal Gear, and this asshole talks about buttholes every episode. But nothing. Nobody says anything. And specifically the tickling of the butthole. Yeah. and no one bats an eye when he talks about that. But let me talk about Geralt. All of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah, well, doesn't that tell you something that maybe you are the odd one out?
No, that does not teach me that at all.
The Curious Case of Rick coming soon.
Yes, we're going to have, and that Curious Case of Rick, that episode is going to be at least 30 minutes about The Witcher. So y'all better embrace yourself. The Witcher and Metal Gear, between those two.
And yet, you as the last person on Earth, you're not going to do anything with The Witcher. You're not going to see. These are some of the ideas I was going to have on this, but like, get a bunch of mannequins and reenact some of your favorite scenes from The Witcher.
Nah, I don't think I would go that far. No? I don't think I would do that at all. Nah. No, I mean, I had a pretty awesome childhood with toys and action figures and shit.
You're just over it?
Yeah. Like, I think I'm good on that shit now.
This dude is Clint Eastwood. So it sounds like both of you guys, though, would sort of remain stationary, though. You would find a secure location and just kind of survive there, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, no drive to be more nomadic in this free world. Like, the world is actually yours now to do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wouldn't have no drive to want to do anything because now, like I said before, I got to shift my whole mindset from like enjoying life and like surviving it like paycheck to paycheck to now just fucking surviving, period. Right. I think one thing I would do, honestly, is like when I realize it, probably spending that year by myself and if snow comes
right.
So snowing down out here, like, yeah, you know what? I think it's time for me to move south.
Go to Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Probably like either Texas or maybe like Florida, but not too south of Florida because of hurricanes.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, like, that's all I think of right now, man. I mean, I can't think of nothing else.
Yeah, I think for me, there would definitely be a period of time where I probably would sort of remain stationary as I allowed myself to grieve and go through the process of dealing with what they just had. Like, you're walking around, just bodies everywhere around you. That's gonna fucking fuck you up a little bit. So I might need a year or two, like after I found obviously a mansion, to just chill out and like assess what I want to do with my my future. But then I know there's going to be a point that hits where it's just like, okay, let's just travel and we'll just keep going and see what kind of like shenanigans. And I'm definitely naked this entire time too.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm definitely fucking naked this entire time. Like I'll have clothes with me, keep warmer or something. But like, man, I'm bringing it back to the caveman days. I'm going to be just balling out.
Literally.
And then, you know, I'm going to I'll probably spend a good amount of time or just all the time. I'm going to break a lot of shit too. I want to just like go into a building and like just destroy things, break glass and, you know, get rid of some of the anger potentially that could be going on with that. Definitely, you kind of touched on this a little bit, RC, but I would definitely hit up a library or something to find books to learn how to, do some of the survival things, reuse water, or even learn how to like operate machineries. And I would collect mannequins along the way to like create my own little village at some point. I'm gonna have a little mannequin RC that's I'm gonna prop in front of every Burger King that I come across as I travel the nation. Sage is going to be absolutely a mannequin with me that I'm going to have like chained up at the top of my like car or something.
Right. So you can do strange things to it
and just do strange things to it. I'll make him do strange things in strange places too.
What?
Oh, no, actually, I'm going to find his body. I'm going to go find his body.
You're going to go, oh,
fuck a mannequin. Goodness. I'm bringing his.
Wait, you know what? That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that. Like, are people's bodies still in place? Like,
where they died? Yeah, they just snapped dead, fell over dead.
Dude, that kind of changes things up a little bit because, like, now, remember we talked about reenacting The Witcher?
Yeah.
I would just do it with real people instead of action figures. It would be just, you know.
Yeah, because you could go to some like museum, get the like similar looking like clothing materials and swords and shit. Yeah.
I'm still tripping on the fact that each time I'm getting mannequins a lot like fucking Will Smith from I Am Legend.
Oh, is that where I got the idea from?
Yeah, you probably did. You probably didn't think about it.
Yeah, no, I think that must have just been in my mind from I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wait, that you said I Am Legend or no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That okay. What's the? Oh, iRobot. That's it. Never mind.
Okay, I don't know how you thought about iRobot, but yeah, you know the whole scene. Like, what the hell you doing out here, Fred? Because the motherfucker moved the damn mannequin outside.
Right.
Yeah, you tripping about it? Yeah.
Oh, because I'm definitely going nuts and crazy eventually. Like probably by year 3 or 4, I'm guessing I would go nuts and be doing some crazy Wilson type shit and start talking to the mannequins. And like I said, I would work to build some sort of community. It would be my own gated community with different families of mannequins. At least the mannequins would replace the bodies after they've deteriorated, because I would start with the bodies probably. Yeah.
This guy.
But I mean, there's all kinds of fun shit you could do. Like you mean to tell me that you're not going to go to the White House and like do some shit in there?
Like I said,
collect a bunch of famous artwork. Like you don't want any historical documents and stuff. Like go find the original 10 Commandments to hang up or some shit.
Let's pop up the original 10 Commandments. You know what, man? Like honestly, like I wouldn't even be thinking about that, but I think if things like settle down for me and like I'm in an okay spot, then maybe I'll kind of drop my defense a little bit and think like, oh, maybe, yeah, I could probably do this instead. Or like I end up popping on Zombieland 1 and 2. Like, oh shit, maybe I could do that real quick, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Like something else might give me that idea when I'm not thinking about it. So
yeah, what's the yellow mech from Aliens? What's that thing called?
I think a loader, a power
loader. The power loader. Yeah, you're not gonna go like try to find one of those and like learn how to operate it so you can walk around in a power loader.
You know those things don't exist yet.
They had to have something right in the movie.
Well, yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that's all puppeteer type shit, man. Or like a bigger machine controlling. I don't know, man.
Right? Yeah. Then you just get some mechanical engineering books, learn how to build it. You got time, nothing but time. No job, nothing.
Right, no job. You ain't got to worry about, oh man, I got a deadline I got to get to. You know,
right.
You got shit to worry about.
So better safe than sorry, because if I do encounter a fucking xenomorph queen, I will be prepared for her ass, right?
Exactly, right.
This guy.
Right. Okay.
Fucking guy.
I think neither of you watched that TV show Last
Man on Earth. Yeah. With Will Forte.
Will Forte.
That show was amazing.
Yeah. That should at least give you some idea. That dude did some wild shit in there too.
He really did. That's what
Did he make a margarita pool in that?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think he did actually. But I'm gonna throw an audible here to your scenario.
Okay.
What if you could be stranded on Earth with one other person on the planet, it cannot be family, right?
Okay.
It could be whoever you want. It just can't be family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you want to be? Or better yet, what if you get to choose who you get to be on the Earth with for the rest of humanity or for the rest of time?
No, instead of that question, and I want to audible your audible, we each get to pick each other who's stuck with them for the rest.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a lot more. I like that. So who's going first?
That's going to set the bar. I say, RC, you get to pick. Ooh, I'm trying to think of the dynamics here real quick to see who would be best to give it out somebody to who.
Oh, are you going to give him the option to choose?
Yeah, between me or I.
Oh, between me or you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking you name two people and he has to pick, one of the two. It doesn't have to be us. Like RC, you have to choose between Rosie O'Donnell or Donald Trump.
Oh, okay, but that's an example.
That kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Like it can't be me or you because we already have that episode.
No, not no. He picks say RC picks me, and he has to choose somebody in this entire world that I'm stuck with for the rest of.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Not
like he gets to choose if it's me or you that he's stuck with. No.
Okay.
Obviously, he's choosing me. You're offing yourself in the first week. He wants a friend.
Yeah, you're going to be shredded out there by yourself, big dog.
That's how you feel? Damn, man.
I mean, a month, you got me for a month, bro. That's about it. Now, I don't know if I would actually off myself because I'm also kind of... I'd like to see where things go. What was that movie, The Mist, when he killed his family in the car?
Man,
and then 5 seconds later,
like rescue came?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it's big time. But
My fault.
What a great movie.
That's the best part
that
of
ending.
Movie.
Yeah, that ending stung.
Yeah, that shit. All
right, Rick, you get to pick somebody for RC to be stuck with.
So the joke would be to just be that guy, to just fuck with him. It would definitely be Rosie O'Donnell, right? But to help out my boy, I think it would probably be who's someone that he would have a chance with, and that it wouldn't be.
I don't think chances matter when it's just
You never know, because some women. First of all, just because they're the last two people on Earth doesn't mean he's guaranteed.
Eventually, 10 years down the line, you mean that something's not going to happen?
He's gonna wear her down.
I'm not saying that.
Baby, look, it's been 10
years. Come on, it's logical that we're the last two. We might as well let's just try it out. Eventually,
right? Eventually, yeah. Scarlett Johansson was the first one that popped in my head. But I think instead, what's the one girl that you had a huge thing for her a couple years ago? I can't remember. I'm drawing a huge blank on her name.
Mm-hmm.
It was an actress, and you used to talk about her a lot. I can't remember her name, dude.
TV show, movie.
I think it was a movie, but you know what? Instead, I'm gonna go with Margot Robbie. That's who you're stuck with forever.
And I am happy with that. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
It's thank you for the present.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. That's who you got.
You get to talk about Suicide Squad and
yeah, you get to talk about Suicide Squad. You get to you get to tell her how awesome working for your company was. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna tell her. She's gonna be like, I traveled the world, I've been all over the place, and you'd be like, well, I fix printers. I mean, no offense. She's gonna look at you like, okay. That's so awful when you meet a celebrity, like, what the fuck do you talk to them about?
Yeah, exactly. There's no common ground at all, at least not on the surface.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh man, I barely had enough to pay my mortgage today. I just had lunch in Italy.
You guys could get into some shenanigans, I imagine.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. RC, what's the first thing you would do with Margot Robbie?
Keep in mind, this is a live podcast.
Fuck you. I want to be honest.
This is gonna be like that scene in This Is the End with Hermione is in the other side, like, we're not trying to rape you.
That is funny. Are you going to introduce yourself?
Oh, well, of course.
You're just going to go straight to the
no.
To the Mac mode?
No. I definitely would introduce myself. I will at least want to get to know her, and then I will let her know what my intentions are.
That motherfucker is gonna lie. He's gonna say he's some like dignitary from somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, you ever watched wrestling? I'm Mark Henry. Like you. I mean,
you ever eat a Cheez-It? I'm the inventor.
Yeah, I invented, or you invented Flaming Hot Cheetos. Everyone knows Flaming Hot Cheetos.
No.
There you go. Yeah, I'm the asshole. I was a janitor, and then I came up with it, and then now I'm a super billionaire.
Which has no bearing in the post-apocalyptic world.
She won't know that.
She won't know that. No.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
So, what about you, Jen? RC, you're gonna do Jen?
I don't know, man. He a little hard for that. I mean,
from you doing me? What?
So. With me, I'm supposed to bring up two people or just bring up one in particular?
Yeah, who do you want to stick me with?
Or who do you want him? Who do you want to stick him? Because that's the real question. I mean, that's
it's hard, man. I can't, man.
You could think on it because I already got who I'm sending to Rick.
Oh, really?
God.
You know what? Then yeah, you should go first, and then I'll probably have somebody in mind. What you doing, Rick?
I feel like I know. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, who do you think I'm sending your way?
I know who the first name that popped in my head was Henry Cavill or Geralt from The Witcher.
Oh, I wouldn't have known his name, so you
okay.
And I'm definitely not giving you Kojima.
Oh,
no, you ain't getting Kojima. You're getting Kamala Harris.
Oh my God.
You guys can have so much. Yeah, I'm being for real. Kamala Harris is gonna be who you're stuck with. You guys can have endless debates in politics. You spend, obviously,
that's pretty good.
At least 30 years going over political stuff.
Would politics even matter at that point, though?
Is your interest in it gonna not be there?
Yeah, because the whole point of political discussions is to either better the situation of whatever we're talking about. But if those
is it though, that doesn't seem to be what happens.
well, that's what the intent is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about discussing things to better people's lives or better the country's life or whatever. But if everything is dead, like, who gives a shit? I'm not going to be discussing same-sex marriage. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, they're all dead. Everyone's dead.
She's going to be taking you on like tours of U.S. history, museums and shit, and you guys will have fun, I promise.
Yeah, she'll be like, now this was the Battle of 1812. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care.
It's about to be the Battle of 2012 or 2020. What the fuck year is it right now?
This guy. 2021?
2021.
This fucking guy. Kamala Harris, though.
Yeah, I think that would be good for you.
You know what? But see, no, it actually wouldn't be, and I'm going to tell you why. Kamala Harris, not from like an ideology standpoint, But for an appearance, she kind of looks like my mom. That's why that's gonna be a hard no. Like I won't even date girls that are, this is gonna sound kind of awful. All right, so I'm gonna try to clean it up as best I can.
Here we go. DSP, get the edit button ready.
But I typically don't date girls that look anything like a family member, right? So my sister is light skinned, right? And so for some reason, all light skinned women either look like my mom or my sister to me.
Okay.
That's a hard pass.
Yeah.
Hard pass. I don't even like girls that are named Taylor or Leslie because that's my mom and sister.
Yeah. I don't think that's too weird. I think people probably would fall into that same thinking. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Is it though?
Date a woman that has the same name as your mom? That would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's probably situations where that's like, okay. I'm sure you would think about it a little bit.
Yeah. Now, fortunately enough, my mom's name is not super common, but my sister, oh my God, there's Taylors everywhere.
Right. Yeah. I switched it up to get Taylor Swift.
Now, okay. Taylor Swift is different because at least she's not black.
Oh,
so plus I could just call her Swifty or something like that. You know, I'll just never call her Taylor.
Swifty. Let's get Swifty.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you come up with something, Narcine? This experiment didn't go as well as I thought it was going to go.
All right. See, yeah, I got it lined up with two people, man.
Okay.
So I thought about a smart person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Would have loved to probably hang out with. Unfortunately, you can't bang this smart person.
Okay.
Now unless you're into that. So I was thinking about Bill Gates.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Experimenting on your ass is so fast too.
The other person is a celebrity, and this is a woman, of course, actress. Don't know if I can pronounce her name right. I think it's Cara Delevingne.
Who is that?
Yeah, she's a known actress. I'm pretty sure you've seen her in some movies and everything, man. But she was in that movie with Rihanna. I can't think of the name right now.
Oh, I just looked her up. Yeah. What's she? Oh, Valerian in the city of some or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she was in Suicide Squad too. She played the witch.
That's the girl with the thick eyebrows, right?
Yeah, she's got the thick eyebrows.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of narrowed down between those two, man. But it's kind of hard because I know you like to conversate with intelligent people about certain things here and there. But then, wait, what? Well, I'm sorry, Rick. What'd you say now?
I said, he just wants the eyebrows. That's what it is. He likes the eyebrows.
I'm just painting those on my mannequins, anyways. She stumbles upon my gated community of mannequins. They all got thick ass eyebrows on them. Oh shit! I feel like Bill Gates would get like on my nerves though, and I'm kind of hearing a lot of shit lately that makes me not trust him at all anymore. He's got his fingers in some shit that is like very much conspiracy theory, but it seems like there's some trends going on, and we could save that for another conspiracy theory part 2 episode. Mm-hmm. But there could be some good wisdom learned out of that. Maybe we could learn how to program some shit in this new world and like really create some fun things going on with it. Although I wouldn't want to fuck him, so that sucks.
And there it is.
Like, bro, you're gonna have to go to another village real quick. Let me handle my business over here for this next month. And then we'll reconvene after I've had some fun with these mannequins.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's another thing. Yeah, I would make my own zoos too. Fuck, I forgot about that. Like, I would start collecting
mannequins.
No, of actual animals.
Oh, okay. I had to verify. All right.
Yeah, I mean, sure, there would probably be some mannequin. Maybe I'll draw like some like animal faces on the mannequins to pretend they're like animals, and eventually my mind would just adopt that's reality. And Cara, what was her name? Delevingne.
Yeah, Delevingne. Yes,
Delevingne. I'm sure we would get to know each other, and hopefully, like, we met at a point where I haven't gone crazy and talking to inanimate objects. So, yeah, because I don't really know much about her to really. I'm sure it'd be fun. It would be good to have another companion around.
Mm-hmm. And you get to enjoy that sweet UK accent.
That's right. Yeah, there would be some of that.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right. Governor.
All right.
Wait.
All right. Don't you start with that.
Yeah, so I guess that's about wraps up this discussion, unless there's any final thoughts you guys have in that scenario that you might have drummed up some ideas in the discussion. But
nah, I can't think of nothing. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm curious, anybody that's listening to this week's episode, what are your thoughts on both of these scenarios and how you would spend your last week on Earth and surviving that and becoming the last person on Earth, and how you would handle those situations? Are they similar to anything we said? Definitely let us know. Let us know it on social media when we post the information about this episode, or in the Discord, the Gamers Haven Network Discord. You can continue the conversation there. Have some comments on our choices. I'm sure there's plenty. And we'll be happy to deep dive further into any comments you may have on how we would go about these different scenarios. So keep an eye out for next week's episode. We'll have another episode of the Haven Exchange available and ready for you where you are listening to this. And we're almost caught up on getting all the episodes on YouTube. So make sure to follow the Gamers Haven Network YouTube channel there, if that's your preferred method of listening to episodes. So as soon as we get caught up, you'll see those dropping almost alongside the episode drops on Spotify and iTunes and etc. As always, I am Genesis. You can catch me on Twitch. I stream a lot on there. So twitch.tv/Genesis_GH for the Gamers Haven, baby. And all my social links are available in all these different places. You come find me there and hit me up on the Twitters and Instagrams. Big RC, what's going on, man? Where can people reach out to you?
As always, constantly updating all the playlists I have going on YouTube. So you can catch me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at BigRC56. And once things settle down and get situated with me, hopefully it'll be very soon, you can catch me back on Twitch at BigRC_GH.
Awesome. Yeah, those playlists are well curated playlists.
Fire.
Dictator Rick, what's going on, Berry Eater?
Oh my goodness! Right now, you can definitely catch me on Twitter at Phantom_GHN. Still working on some of the aspects of the Twitch, so I'm not live yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to start going live very soon. So just bear with me. But definitely follow me on Twitter because I'll post the actual day of going live again on there. And Discord as well.
And it's where he'll give us his day-to-day experiences with Kamala Harris.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what else. I think that's it for now. I'm working on something else with YouTube, but that who knows when the hell that's going to start off. So
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Yes. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned into this week's episode. Remember to keep an eye out for next week's episode, where we'll have a brand new topic for you guys to enjoy and listen. And again, you can head on over to patreon.com/Haven Exchange and become a member there and support the show. We do polls on there to allow patrons to vote on the upcoming topics that we're going to record. You can also hit up the Gamers Haven Network Discord and post your suggestions in there that we're reviewing all the time, that we'll pull into the rotation of things that we're going to be recording. So we also want to give a shout out to our gold tier patron member, Nerder She Wrote. Thank you so much for your continued support, as well as thank you to all our patron members that are supporting the show, as well as all the listeners out there that are tuning in each and every week and keeping our numbers up and keeping us excited to continue to talking and rambling on and giving you guys a doorway into our brains. I'm pointing at Rick right now.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So thanks so much again. We will see you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody.
This is the Haven Exchange.